folks, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pete. As we approach fall, people start thinking about soups. I think about soups all the time. I dream about soups. I get inspired about soups. Just take a walk through the grocery store. A friend of mine gave me a nice squash the other day, and that inspired me to make this wonderful recipe, coconut curried squash soup. Oh, outstanding. Even if you don't like curry, I'll have alternatives for you. We'll take it out and it'll still be delicious. Let's get cooking. I'm using an acorn squash. Butternut squash is a great option too. Just simply cut it in half and remove the seeds. Then we'll drizzle on a little bit of olive oil and spread it around with our fingers. Place it onto a cookie sheet and into the oven, 400 degrees for 50 minutes. Out of the oven they come, and you can tell when they're done when you can slide a knife into them very easily. They're nice and soft. Just scoop it out into a bowl, and then we'll set that off to the side. In a pan on a medium heat, we'll add a half a cup of onions finely diced, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, a half a cup of celery finely diced, a half a cup of carrots finely diced, and then we'll cook that for 4 to 5 minutes. I will add 2 cloves of garlic finely diced, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of minced ginger. Curry powder is our next ingredient. If you're not a fan of it, leave it out. This is a vindaloo curry that my good friend Gus puts together. Outstanding flavors, and vindaloo typically has a bit of heat. So if that's not for you, just add your regular curry powder. Take a minute to stir it in and enjoy the wonderful aroma. Now let's bring our squash back into the pan. Give that a good stir, mix it all well. And now we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth and 8 ounces of coconut milk. Now a good option is to give the soup a little bit of sweetness. Once we've stirred that up, you can add either 2 teaspoons of sugar, or I add 1 package of stevia. It offsets some of those big, bold flavors we've added. Cover it and let simmer for 30 minutes, and then it's time to blend it up. I like my immersion blender. It saves a lot of hassle not having to remove the soup, putting it into a stand-up blender. You can tell when it's ready, it's nice and smooth. Just run a spoon through it and you can see how nice and silky it is. Oh, I think it's time to put myself a bowl together. There it is, all ready to dig into. Doesn't that look like it's gonna warm up your belly? Well, I hope you get a chance to try this one. The flavors are unbelievable. You can top it off with a little bit of sour cream or Greek yogurt, or a little bit of diced up cilantro, or some spring onions. You're gonna love this one. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I have lots more out there. I'm approaching 100 videos. And if you like them, hit the little red subscribe button and you'll get notified every Monday when I put out a new one. Now I'm going to try the goods. Oh, look how silky it is. Oh man, packed with flavor. Great for a nice fall or winter evening. You're going to love it. Well, thanks for coming out and watching In the Kitchen with Pete. Until next time, see ya.
Well, it's a high fashion gold sterling, waiting at the station for the next gravy train, and it easy. living life the way I do. Well, if you don't